Thank you. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to touch anything, so I just thought I would stand between the microphones. Good evening. My name is Amanda Tulley. I'm very excited to be here. I got to do this show before with a terrible interview, so now I will just tell you some terrible jokes and not redeem myself, and it'll be great for all of us. Happy Monday. Perfect. That's the right level of enthusiasm. Let's start with it's 2019. Great. Hope that we are all aware of that in the present. And I think that we can all in this space right now be honest and just trust each other. I know we're all strangers, but I just want a little trust exercise here. I think we can all admit that some of us do online stalking. We do, yes. Claps from the darkness, one hand. Love it. Anonymity here. That's the beauty of a darker theater. So we all online stalk, and I think that some platforms are better than others for stalking. I think we can agree on that, right? Like Instagram, great as long as you don't watch someone's video because they know. So that's maybe like just look at the pictures. There's an art to stalking. But if I had to pick one platform that I would say do not stalk, don't use it, LinkedIn. Does everyone know why we don't use LinkedIn? I'm glad you asked. It's because it shows you that someone looked at your page so that you can see, oh yeah, I see that Kevin looked at my page for a fourth time this week. Kevin and I broke up 5 years ago when he walked out of my apartment, and we haven't spoken since. But Kevin thought the way, I don't know if to rekindle our love or just see what the fuck I was doing, decided to start looking at my LinkedIn repeatedly. And so being the adult I am, being definitely over our relationship, I decided to message Kevin. I was like, Kevin, how's it going? I can see that he has read this, but he has not responded. So I wait a day and I'm like, hey, Kevin. He looks, says nothing. I see you, Kevin. Repeat. Kevin, I fucking see you. I see you looking at my page. I see you looking at my page, Kevin. What are you doing, Kevin? Nothing. So like the truly responsible adult, I got on Facebook and tagged myself in all of his wedding photos. One petty clap. Only one other person's like, I would do that. That's what fucking monsters do. It's like when... It's an awful thing to do. Like, what do you think Kevin did when he woke up and he's like, God damn it. If I just messaged her back on LinkedIn, I wouldn't be getting a divorce. I'm sure Kevin's fine, but just to really stab in that pettiness, I'm trying to write a children's novel with his sister so that I'll always be in his life. Like, I just want you to know if you break up with me, I will always be in your life. You will never forget me. And I realize that because I'm getting married and I'm in a healthy relationship. I don't know who you're cheering for because you're going to hear this and be like, You can take that cheer back in a second. Like, I didn't realize I was one of those crazy ex-girlfriends until I ran into an ex recently. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you, Sean. And he's like, yeah, the last time I saw you, you dropped me from all of my college courses and now I'm not a doctor. I was like, I don't remember doing that. That sounds awful. That sounds like something a terrible human being would do. I didn't do that. And he's like, oh, kind of like you didn't break up with me the day after you took my virginity, told me I had a small penis. It's like, wow. I probably did that, Sean. And I'm really sorry. And he's like, don't worry, I'm sober now. My life is going well, except I'm not a doctor. And I was like, well, I can't help you with everything, and maybe some of these are your shortcomings at this point, like your small dick. That was hurt. I know, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. It's cruel. No one should ever say that stuff out loud. But I am getting married, and I am really excited about it. There's 3 things I'm not excited about, and it's the 3 questions I get asked all the time on repeat, so I just kind of have these generic answers at this point because I don't care. And the first one is, when are you getting married? Which is a really obnoxious question. Don't ask anyone you care about or even don't care about when they're getting married because you're not fucking invited. If you have to ask the date, you're not invited. You're not getting the invite. Do you know how expensive fucking salad forks are? It's insane. They charge you for the size of the fork. It's awful. You get through all of the other wedding stuff then to be charged for forks. So no, you're not coming. Don't ask the date. The second question is, am I changing my last name? Because I know we talked about it being 2019, but apparently some people still think this archaic practice should be done. My answer is always no, because one, I haven't known my fiance for 2 years. I can't spell his name at this point. I think that's just honest. Like, you can look at my phone. It's Jake, I'm going to fuck this up. Like, and I don't know if that was the relationship or just the last name, but we're going to keep it regardless. And the other aspect of that is I can barely spell my own last name after 3 martinis. I actually didn't get into my first choice college because I wrote Amanda Martini Tulley when I applied to college, and then I was like, oh, okay, this will be funny. They'll like this. I'll email back and be like, oops, I misspelled my name, super funny, had a little bit to drink. It's actually Martin Tulley. And then WSU Pullman, if you're not familiar with the biggest drinking school in the country, did not accept me. Go Cougs. Go Cougs, yeah, love it. Made a good choice there. And the third question I get asked is, are you going to have kids? Are you going to have a baby? And it's like, no, because babies are stupid. They are. They're stupid. Like, that's just science. They have stupid faces. They smell bad. They have stupid names. Babies have stupid fucking names right now. Like, I met this kid named Rock Ray when I was volunteering because altruism isn't real, and I'm amazing and like to brag. Met this kid named Rock Ray. And Rock Ray, when given the option of blue cheese or ranch to dip his celery in, chose ketchup. And you know who does that? Little serial killers. Why would I want one of those in my life? The second child I hate most, well, I guess name, it is a real kid. Don't Google this kid, that'd be weird. It's Thistle Marie, because that is the most asinine, pretentious piece of shit name you could have as a child. And I realize I'm hating on a 3-year-old girl right now, and I shouldn't do that. That's cruel. She's gonna grow up and do something amazing. Because sometimes people have stupid fucking names and they go on to do amazing things. And I think right now someone in our country gets a lot of shit because she's a stupid fucking name, but I think we need more of her in this world. Give it up for Stormy Daniels, everyone. She is changing politics from the inside out, and I think we need to give this woman more credit than she deserves. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Amanda Martin Tulley.